Hello. In this video, I'm going to try to walk you through how to do the homework of Module 4. I'm sorry about my bad lighting, but hopefully you can see my screen, which is what really matters. And so by going to content, I will find all of the material for Module 4. If I just scroll down there. Okay, so here's Module 4. And you're going to see that there are 3 quizzes posted now. And so we invite you to try and make them all. So I just clicked in the introduction to Module 4, and you'll see here that there are links to download 2 different files. So, oh, well, it's not here. It's in the next page. Okay, so here it explains all the different categories of financial measures. Please read all of this, but here it will say our example farm will be the average Michigan dairy farm example that you used in Module 3. Download this file so you can mark important numbers in your copy. So please download that file. So I just clicked there and it opened like a page within the course, but I want to download this to my computer. So I'm just going to go here to download it. And then, well, you can put it wherever. I'm going to put it in the desktop. Where's my desktop? There. Okay, so that's the dairy farm example, and you can print it if you want, or you can just open it from your computer. I am going to choose to open it. So now I have it open in a separate tab on my computer. Okay, so now I can just go back to the course, and all of this I will have open in this separate tab. So I just want to go back to where I was before. So I guess I'm just going to go back there. And this is the very first page. So now I went forward again, and I'm in the same page I was before. And I want to download the other file. So here it says quizzes will be based in an average cash crop farm example that you can download from here. So I'm going to do the same thing. Click there. And I want to have this in a separate screen. So I'm going to download this. I'll put it in my desktop again. It's there, or it's probably going to be here in my desktop. Well, it's not because my computer has a blank desktop, but it should be in your desktop if you don't see it here at the bottom of your browser. So I'm opening that again. And so here I have the one with the blanks. That's the one that we're going to use for the quizzes. And this one, that's the one that we're using for all of the videos. So going back here, I want to go back to the page where I was at before. And I don't know what the best way. I guess if I just click there again, here I'm in the same page I was before. So once I've read all of this and I've downloaded the 2 files, I can just continue. And I'll be in the first page that has videos on it, which is this one, preparing for business analysis. And it's taking a while to load because there's a video there. And so what I'm going to do now is just watch the video. So here's the PowerPoint file. You probably don't need to download that. And if you see here, it's telling you again that you're using the same example, but this is the same file as before. So you don't need to download it again if you did it in the first page. If you did not, then you would be able to download it from here. Okay, so, and here is the other file. So here's the links to download those 2 files that we just downloaded and that I have right here. Okay, another thing that I can do is I can try to solve the quiz right now. This is up to you. It may be too much to do all at once, but I may want to watch the video and solve the quiz at the same time. So before I start watching that, I'm going to open the video in a separate browser window. And for that, I can use this link here. So I'm going to click here, which I just did. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's opening in the same. So, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here with my right mouse button, and I'm going to duplicate this tab. Basically, what I want is to watch the video and solve the quiz all at once. So I have the video here. I can actually make it larger. Well, that's probably too large. I'll just leave it like that. And I'm going to open the quiz in this screen here. Okay, so here I have the quiz. I'm not going to start it right now, but I will in a minute. So here, let me put the quiz here. And here's my example for the quiz. I'm going to put these to the right. So let me arrange my windows a little bit. So here to the left, can I get rid of that? Yes. Okay. So here to the left, I have the example file that the videos are going to be based on. And here is the video that I want to watch. And to the right, I am going to put the quiz and the file that I'm going to need to work on for the quiz. So here, hopefully that makes some sense. Okay, I have the quiz, the file that corresponds to the quiz, which is the one with the blanks. And here I have the video and the file that the video is going to be walking you through. Okay, so I don't know if you're going to be able to watch, to hear the video, but hold on, let me make sure you are able to watch the video with me. Share again with the sound, and okay, here we are again, and you are hopefully going to be able to hear the video and watch what I do as I watch the video.
Hello and welcome. My name is Florencia Colella. I am a farm business educator with Michigan State University Extension. In this video, we will learn what information to look for in the income statement and balance sheet to be able to calculate financial ratios. This project is funded by the United States Department of Agriculture and the North Central Risk Management Education Center. In Module 3, you learned how intertwined the income statement and the balance sheet are for farms that do cash accounting. Farms that do cash accounting need beginning and ending balance sheets to do the accrual adjustments for the income statement. Additionally, these farms will need numbers from both the income statement and the balance sheets to calculate profitability, efficiency, liquidity, solvency, and repayment capacity ratios for business analysis. Let's go back to these two statements and find the pieces of information that we will need before we learn to make the business analysis calculations. The accrual adjusted income statement is one of the most useful financial documents for business analysis. Our example file has the summary income statement on page 1. For business analysis, it is important to have a detailed income statement apart from a summary, because we will need a few specific pieces of information to calculate some of the financial ratios. Our example file has the detail for the income statement on page 2. A detailed income statement starts with a gross cash farm income and the cash farm expenses. By subtracting them, it arrives at the net cash income, which, by the way, is the same as the cash provided by operating activities from the cash flow statement, which is located at the bottom right of the third page. The gross cash farm income, the cash farm expenses, and the net cash income are important numbers that we will need for our ratio calculations. You can find them in the middle of the detailed income statement page.
Okay, so here was the first time that I said, here are some important numbers, right? So before I continue watching the video, I am going to, so here I'm marking them in the middle of the second page. I can see them in the middle of the second page, which is this one. So you'll notice that these numbers are the same ones from the video. Let me make it larger. So it says 3,331,434, for example, there. And that's the same number that you have here. So the video is based in this file. Okay, and I just said in that video that these numbers are important. So what we want is to have these numbers for this file also, right? Because those numbers, we're going to need them for the quiz. So let's go ahead and calculate these numbers and write them down somewhere. Actually, to write them down, let me see if I can. I'm going to write it down somewhere else. Okay, so what I'm going to do is open my calculator here. Oh, that's a little too large here. So for example, I want the gross cash income, which is the addition of all of the income items. So I'm going to have to do 429,508 plus 274, 981 plus 27, 182 plus 18, 591 plus 7429 plus 18, 903 plus 11,848 plus 1372 plus 102,077 plus 59 plus 159 plus 8,979 plus 6,377 plus 22,992 plus 114,064. And that should be my total for the bottom here. So I'm just going to grab this number and let me open a Word document, or you can use a notepad or whatever you have handy. I'm just going to open a Word document. And I'm going to say, let me put it like here, for example, to the right. And I'm going to write here, it says gross cash income. So cash income is, and I'm pasting that number from the calculator. Okay. I just used Control C for copying and Control V for pasting. Okay, so that's my first number. And if you want to verify that this number at the bottom here is the sum of all of these numbers, you could also do the math for this original file also. Okay, now we're going to do the same for the expenses. So here there's this number at the bottom, 2,855,056 total cash expenses. That's the addition of all of these numbers. So let's just double check total cash expense. So I'm going to do 82,409 plus 92,208 plus 24,845 plus 5,267 plus 1,893 plus 10,646 plus 2,465 plus 2,465 again, no, plus 187 plus 500, 678 plus 904, 377 plus 38,040 plus 71, 930 plus 1606 plus 347 plus 353 plus 5080 plus 568 plus 8263 plus 25 951 plus 94 939 plus 32 046 plus 43,477 plus 86, 787 plus 2784 plus 187, 897 plus 71, 893 plus 185, 909 plus 67, 314 plus 101, 898 plus 25, 506 plus 6316 plus 21, 213 plus 42, 222 plus 68, 912 plus 578 plus 381 plus 12, 763. And the last one, 25,098. And that gives me 2,855,056. So that's how they arrived at that number there. Okay, which is the same number that's here, 2,855,056. So that way you can follow the video. So now what we need to do is the same math for this file here. That doesn't have that number there. It's blacked out. So I guess I won't do the math again here because it's just going to take long, and it's just doing, the addition of all of these numbers. But once you do that, you're going to have this number here, the total cash expense. And what you're going to do is take your notepad or whatever you're using, and you're going to go here and say total cash expense and write down that number there. Say it's 2,500,000 or something like that. And then you also have to calculate the net cash income. And I just said that the net cash income in the video, if you listen to the video, it says that the net cash income is the difference between income and expenses. So we're going to do that math, and that's going to be the number that's going to go down here. So for our example here, we're going to do income minus expenses, and net cash income is, so I don't have the actual right numbers here, but suppose it's 1,044,521 minus 2,500,000. That's going to give me negative this number. And so I just copied that there with Control C, and with Control V, I paste it here. Okay, and I'm going to continue doing that.
Then, zooming into the expense side, we will need the detail on the interest paid and feed and feeder livestock purchases.
Okay, so here the video just said we need those numbers, and I'm going to go here and I'm going to verify that those numbers match up. So feed and feeder, purchased feed 904,377. That's the same number here in the video. And same for interest, 86,787. 86,787. So I'm going to now go here and I'm going to look in my quiz file to see if I have any of that. And so feeder. Nope, this farm did not have any feed or feeder expenses that I'm seeing, right? No. But there are some interest expenses, and that's 36,585. So since the video just said that that number was important, I'm going to write that down. It's 36,505. So 36,505, and that's interest expense. I'm going to write it down here. Okay, what else does the video say?
We call cash operating expense to all expenses excluding interest, and we will use this number in future calculations.
Okay, so that was another hint. I'm going to need to do the math of all of the expenses minus the interest expense. And so let's say that the total expenses, remember that this number was not true, was not correct. I didn't do the math, but suppose that it is true. I'm going to have to subtract the 36. So 2,500,000 minus 36,505. That's that number there. And here it says that that's called cash operating expense. So I'm going to write that down here. Cash operating expense. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to continue watching the video and following all of the things that the video says are important. And I'm going to, here is the file that the video is referring to. You can look at this, and if you are not sure how something happened in the video, you can come to this file and do the math to make sure you are understanding what the video is saying. And then you're going to go to this file here, and you're going to do the math yourself for the things that are blacked out. And then once you've gone through the whole video, and once you've done that, I suggest that you wait until you're done with the video and then you start the quiz. So, for example, starting the quiz here is going to tell me gross cash farm income. And so here in my notepad, I had written that the gross cash income was $1,044,521. So I'm just going to copy that there. Okay, and that I did that by doing Control C for copying and Control V for pasting. Same with total cash farm expenses. So this number, I know it's not going to be correct, but I'm just going to paste it there. Net cash income was the difference between those two. So this number is probably not going to be right, but I'm just going to go ahead and copy it. Hopefully when you fill this in, you have the right numbers. But what else does it say? Expenses in feed and feeder livestock. I don't remember finding any of those. So I'm just going to say that that was 0. Interest cash expense paid, we found that to be 36. So pasting that there. And then our cash operating expense, which was the difference between this number, which was not true, and this one should be cash operating expense. That one is not going to be right. And I'm also going to be missing a lot of those numbers because I've not done the whole thing. But let's go ahead and submit the quiz and see what it says. Yes, I know I do have unanswered questions. Remember that you have 3 attempts. So, try to answer all of the questions on each attempt because otherwise you're going to be burning one attempt. Okay, let's submit. And it's telling me that it was submitted. And here it's telling me my score. It's telling me that I graded 5.17%, which is not real good. So I just clicked there again. Oh, and I wanted to see. Let me make this bigger. I want to see my answers. Quiz here. This is preparing for business analysis. So here's feedback. I'm going to click there. And I'm going to click here again. It's not telling me. Where is it? I wanted it to show me which ones had I gotten right or wrong, but it's not doing it. Oh, I wonder why. Let's go back. It should be here. Oh, maybe here. Let's see. Okay, so here I found it. So you just go to, wherever you can go. Well, you can go just to assessments, quizzes, and there is the quiz list for all of the modules. And this is the one that we just did. You click on attempt, and you click on attempt 1 or 2, and you should be able to see your answers here. And if there's a tick, that will mean that you got it right. And if there's a cross, it will mean that it was wrong, and it will tell you the correct answer. And so you can use that for the next attempt. Yeah, and that's basically it. Hopefully that helps. Let me know if it doesn't. I'm going to stop sharing for now. And yeah, I hope that made sense. Thank you for your attempts at this quiz and all of the quizzes in module 4. And if you have any more questions, comments, suggestions, complaints, just let us know. Okay, have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.